Hey guys, this is T2 Asia 4V. In this video, I report on the conversation I had with an excited taxi driver after my final massage in Vientiane. It's the 7th day in Vientiane. I have breakfast on the first floor of the hotel. I just realized that the hotel also sells BeerLao. It's a very reasonable price. I wish I'd noticed it sooner. I just asked the hotel to do my laundry. It was 1.9 kilograms, so it was 57,000 kip. They said it would be ready in the evening. I'm finally leaving Vientiane tomorrow, so I need to return the rented motorbike by the end of the day. It's 12:05 p.m. I've arrived at the motorbike rental shop. I asked when the motorbike was to be returned, and they said 2 p.m. So I returned it at this time. I rented the motorbike for 5 whole days. The total rental fee was 650,000 kip. And I got my passport back after 5 days, which I had left as a deposit for the bike rental. In the city, there are shops that post the transportation costs to each spot like this. I'm going to the airport tomorrow, so I'll check the price to the airport for reference. It seems to be 120,000 kip to the airport. It seems that the ride-hailing service Loca is cheaper, so I'll use it to head to the airport tomorrow. Now, I want to kill some time at a cafe. There is a Starbucks in the neighborhood, but I went there yesterday, so I want to try a cafe other than Starbucks. I'll go to this cafe. I went inside the cafe. It's a very authentic cafe. I ordered a large hot Americano. It seems there is a second floor, so I went up there. The second floor is empty. It's a very stylish cafe. The cafe is empty, so it seems easy to stay there for a long time. A large hot Americano. The hot coffee has a very normal standard taste. I think the acidity is weak. It's delicious. There are 2 air conditioners installed, but the cafe isn't very cool. The temperature may be set to 16 degrees, but it seems like the cooling is not keeping up. It's 2:20 p.m. and I stayed in the cafe for about 2 hours. I left the cafe. I was hungry, so I decided to eat at the restaurant attached to the hotel. I ordered crispy fried chicken with rice, fried egg, and pineapple smoothie. The interior of the restaurant is mirrored. The mirrors make the restaurant feel a little larger. It has a nice open feeling. Pineapple smoothie. It tastes nothing but pineapple. It's sweet, and comes with 2 slices of pineapple pulp. Delicious. The food was brought out. Soup. Crispy fried chicken with rice. And fried egg. Crispy fried chicken is the perfect Japanese dish, tonkatsu. The thick batter is fragrant, crispy and delicious. I returned to the hotel. I drink the drip coffee I bought yesterday. After drinking 2 cups of coffee, I remembered that I have a chronic illness. I decided to take my medicine with hot water. I returned my motorcycle around noon today, so I have no way to get around. So I decided to get around by Loca. It was 6:09 p.m. I arrived at a 7-Eleven. I decided to check out 7-Eleven. They have an incredibly wide selection. They also have a wide selection of beers. The inside of the store is sparkling clean. I wonder if this place opened recently. They sell many different kinds of BeerLao. They also sell Japanese beer, but it's quite expensive. It's 6:15 p.m. After checking out the 7-Eleven, I arrived at the massage parlor attached to the hotel. I don't have enough kip on hand, so I asked the male staff if I can get a massage for Bart, as I did yesterday. At first, the staff said, if you use the room as well, it's 1,200 Bart. After a little negotiation, I got the approval. Okay, 1,000 Bart is okay. I check out the masseuses. I was intrigued by the masseuse who was smiling. Even though she was wearing a bit too much makeup, she seemed to be charming. But I decided to get a massage from her, even though I thought she would lose her charm soon. When I headed to my room, it seemed that the room had not been arranged yet. I was told, no room. The staff rattled the doors of rooms randomly to see if there were any available. After checking several rooms, he found one available. As usual, the room was tidied up for a moment before I was ushered inside. I entered the massage room. The room had only been tidied up for a moment. The floor looked like it hadn't been cleaned in a while, and when I walked barefoot I felt like I got sand under my feet. There were 2 towels, however, they looked like they had been used, and both were a little wet. Well, I guess it's better than no towels. And the sheets seemed a little damp as well. Now, the masseuse will give me a massage. The masseuse is 21 years old. She says he's been working there for 2 months. Is that true? She's slim. She doesn't seem to have any tattoos, but her breasts are small. Maybe an A cup, but the ladybug on the tip of her chest looks a little enlarged. Judging from the ladybug's appearance, I think she's a veteran masseuse. I try to attach the suction cups of my pet octopus to the ladybug that the masseuse keeps. Then, the masseuse assisted me to make it easier to attach. This made me think that the masseuse must be a veteran. So my mood dropped a little, but the masseuse was smiling even after entering the room, and was very charming. This made me happy. It was mentally soothing. I'm going to go cave exploring with the masseuse. The cave is not so large, but it seems to be just the right size. When I swing my sword, I can feel it pushing aside the grass. It's good. Before we started the cave exploration, I used some smooth liquid to make the cave exploration smoother. However, perhaps because I didn't use much, it was a little awkward at first. However, after a while of the cave exploration, I was able to proceed smoothly. I asked the masseuse if she could make the V pose that you do when you win, and she did it without any problems. I asked her if I could stick the suction cups of my pet octopus with the suction cups of the masseuse's pet octopus, but it didn't work. We continued the cave exploration together for a while. Judging from the atmosphere of the cave exploration together, I think she must be a veteran masseuse. So my excitement was dropping a little, and so, I couldn't find the exit of the cave. After a while of exploring the cave, a white light suddenly appeared in front of me. I was able to safely reach the exit of the cave. When we finished exploring the cave, the masseuse asked for a tip. I see, maybe that was the purpose and the masseuse was charming, I thought. That said, I have no qualms about paying a tip to this masseuse, although it depends on the amount, compared to the shitty masseuse from the day before yesterday, who asked for a tip just to brighten up the room. Today's masseuse was far better. I gave her 100,000 kip as a tip, the same amount as I gave to the shitty masseuse from the day before yesterday. Now, I decided to leave the room. I enjoyed my last massage in Vientiane. It was 6:56 p.m. I arranged for Loca to take me back to the hotel. I got in the Loca. The driver seemed to be a talkative person and asked me if I was Japanese. I answered yes, and he seemed to agree and said, "So you're Japanese after all." He seems to have the ability to distinguish between Koreans and Japanese. I think it's easier to tell if someone is Japanese because I'm traveling alone. He started talking to me about all sorts of things even though I didn't ask, and he said that Koreans' behavior patterns are as follows. Korean behavior patterns have priorities. The top priority is bum bum, then massage, and finally golf. I see, that's certainly true from my perspective. Then the driver suddenly asked me, Iku, ha ha ha. What does iku mean? I told him, it means I'm coming. It seems that Japanese videos are popular in Laos too. Afterwards, the driver was laughing out loud by himself, shouting, Iku, he's a really fun driver. When I told the driver that I would be in Vientiane for a week, he was surprised and said, you're staying in this small town for a week? I added, I've had 9 full massages until today, to which the driver responded with an excited, oh my god, he's a very energetic driver, and it's fun to talk to him. After that, the driver asked me, do you like ladyboys? I told him that I'm not particularly interested in ladyboys. The driver replied, I see, and his enthusiasm suddenly dropped. I didn't have anything more to say, and the conversation suddenly became less exciting. I'm sorry, driver, for interrupting such a fun conversation. I got off the Loca because I arrived near the hotel. I'm a little hungry. I want to eat somewhere before returning to the hotel. I'll have dinner at this cafe. I'll order this super cheap meal for $1. Before the meal, beer was brought. 1664 blank, a fruity beer that I got used to the taste of the other day. When I drink it in a glass with ice, it has a very juicy taste, delicious. Omelette with rice basil. It has a fragrant taste, it's delicious even without ketchup, delicious. I wasn't that hungry, but I ate it all. I bought water at a shop near the hotel. When I returned to the hotel around 8:30 p.m. I was told that my laundry would be ready around 9:30 p.m. However, shortly after I returned to my room, the finished laundry was delivered to my room. Today is my last night in Vientiane. I decided to have my last BeerLao. As expected, it was delicious. It has a unique, slightly sweet, rich flavor. Now, it's time to go to bed. Thank you for watching. I'm glad if you feel you have trip. Please subscribe T2 Asia 4V channel. Please leave a comment and thumbs up. Please also super thanks. Please follow me on social media.